Everyone at the sanctuary saw a hippo who behaved like a rhino. He grazed under the midday sun instead of resting in water. He avoided the deep pools like they were dangerous. Nobody could tell him otherwise, because Charlie did not know what he was. He had been orphaned at just a few days old and brought to the Zululand Rhino Orphanage, a place built for a different species entirely. Around the same time, a young rhino named Makosi arrived after his own rescue. The staff, noticing how social both animals were, let them grow up side by side. It worked. The two spent their days playing in the dirt and their nights curled together in the straw. And somewhere in those quiet months, Charlie stopped acting like a hippo altogether. He stayed awake through the heat instead of soaking in the dams. He refused to enter deep water. His skin, thin and sensitive, blistered under a sun. His body was never built to withstand. Caretakers sprayed him down by hand, again and again, just to keep him safe from himself. The sanctuary team began to worry. Charlie was healthy, he was loved, but he was disappearing into an identity that could never sustain him in the wild. So they made a decision that would change everything. They found a female hippo named Moomin at a private reserve and brought her to meet him. She arrived with an unexpected companion, a sheep she had bonded with and refused to leave behind. At first, she was kept in a smaller pen beside Charlie's enclosure, just close enough for him to watch her through the fence. He had never seen another hippo before. For days, he simply observed her, head low, ears twitching. He studied the way she moved, the way she sank into the water without hesitation. When the barrier finally came down, nobody knew what he would do. Charlie walked toward the water's edge. He paused there, one foot lifting and settling back into the mud. Then, for the first time in his life, he stepped fully into the pool to reach her. Moomin did not rush him. She drifted close, let him find his own depth, and slowly, over the following days, began teaching him what his body already knew but his mind had forgotten: how to float. How to sink low enough that only his eyes broke the surface. How to simply be still in water instead of fearing it. Healing rarely happens all at once. It happens in small returns. Charlie still spent long hours on land at first, pulled by old habits. But each day, when Moomin moved toward the water, he followed a little sooner. The distance between who he had been and who he was meant to be kept closing, one quiet afternoon at a time. Eventually, the two hippos were moved to a larger outdoor dam. They still visited their rhino companions by day, but at night they returned to the water together. It was there, in that steady rhythm, that Charlie became fully himself. Around this time, Makosi grew strong enough to be released back into the wild. It should have been a hard goodbye, but Charlie had Moomin now, and he barely seemed to notice his friend's absence. Today, the caretakers keep their distance. They deliver food twice a day and nothing more, allowing Charlie and Moomin to hold on to the territorial instincts they will need to survive on their own. Most hours, they stay submerged, only their eyes breaking the surface of the water they once feared. Their release is still ahead of them, but they are exactly where they need to be. Sometimes rescuing an animal is simply the beginning. And watching Charlie find his way back to himself, it's hard not to wonder who really did the rescuing. What do you think? Does an animal ever truly forget who they are, or just need someone patient enough to remind them? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments.